So remember how it's been like a year since I've looked at Seraph of the End? Hey, it's Romania Black, and I have had on this little sheet of paper over the last year all of the things I'm trying to catch up on. And so I've been slowly whittling them away so I could have my end of the year goal. And I have had Seraph of the End volumes 31 and 32 on this list all year long. And I just haven't had time to get to it. And now I have time. So for this month, I'm going to be looking at volume 31. And my hope is that by next month, I'll have volume 32. And then we'll see from there. But I know that there are covers for volume 31 and 32. So the chapters are confirmed. This is going to be chapters 127 to 130 of Seraph at the End. And honestly, it's October, it's Halloween, it's vampires. I mean, how could you not get more thematic, right? So I might, if I'm lucky, get to volumes 31, 32 both this month. We'll wait and see. But I'm at least going to tackle volume 31 so I can get it off my list. And also because I've been wanting to get back into Seraph at the End because this series is so bonkers, but in such a fun way. So, and I love Mika and Yu. They're just such a great pairing, and they're now like together and talking about their futures, and it's great. It's great to see a mangaka just fully commit and being like, yeah, they're together. So, because when you watch the anime, they're like, well, maybe, but in the manga, no, they're together. They may not have made out on page, but they're literally soulmates. So, and it may be a little bit more complicated than that. They might actually literally be soulmates based on this background that we're getting with the angels and everything. So I did some notes. I went back through volume 30 before diving into volume 31, chapters 127 to 130. Basically, we are back in the past. It's very futuristic, even though there's dinosaurs. There's angels. It's called the Soul System First Satellite Kingdom Earth. So it seems like the angels are a race and a species that have incorporated themselves into Earth. It's very Trigun. I feel like now that I've watched Magi Madoka and Trigun since the last Seraph volume, I can see a lot of influence. And so it feels very Trigun. It feels like they've come to Earth. They've camped out here. But things are not great on this planet because there's a pandemic that has sprung up. Can't imagine where the author got influenced from over the last couple of years. Can't imagine. But there's been this pandemic that the angels are getting infected and they're dying. And so Shiku Madu, who has been our big bad, our antagonist for the longest time, we're starting to see with Shiku Madu that it's kind of like a very Shakespearean, very Frankenstein, like he was trying to cure the epidemic going on with his fellow angels and find a cure from them. The problem is, in finding the cure, he created life, essentially, and played God, creating Michaela, and the other angels, specifically Saito and Erd's former selves, Baal and Paimon, they're like, this is not a great idea. You are going to get punished and cursed because you shouldn't create life, and this is going against all of the rules. And Siku is like, well, I'm trying to cure everybody so that we can get back to the sun god and back from the Tower of Babel and everything. So he's doing all this research and being very Frankenstein about it. And Saito and Erd's former angel selves are like, look, we need to get rid of Michaela. If we get rid of Michaela, then we can all go use the energy we've been gathering, the spirit bomb we've been gathering on this planet, and go back to our home world and get out of here and do it together. And so that's kind of where we have left off at. The one thing is that Yu is the little homunculus that has been following Michaela around. Michaela acts a lot like Yu, so my theory is that the essence of Michaela's soul was transferred to the homunculus and it became Yu. And then the shell, Mika, is just a clone of Michaela to try to get back to where they were. And my theory is that in order to save the angels, Shiku Madu ended up making them into vampires. And then they became demons, and that just led to offshoots of that, and that's what we're getting at. And Yu kind of questions in the last volume, like, well, one, are we in hell? Has this been hell the whole time since we've not gotten back to heaven? And he's like, Shiku Madu's been here an awful long time, so that's a problem. But also Yu points out that the past keeps repeating, that these former angels are now demons in the present time, that the stuff that Shiku Madu is trying to do to save everyone is very reminiscent of what Gurren's doing. So Yu is like, we're just repeating and cycling the same mistakes over and over again. So my hope is, in a very Daenerys Targaryen way, that Yu's gonna be like, look, let's break the wheel. Let's stop the cycle. Let's change it somehow and mess this up. And Seraph at the end is not afraid to get kind of off the rails and crazy. So I'm interested to see where this goes. But when we last left off, Bale, aka, I can't remember if they're Saito or Erd, but basically Bale's angel was like, I'm going to go kill Mikaela so that Paimon will not have to do it and we'll be fine. Because Paimon's worried about them all going without, you know, he's worried about Shiku Madu getting punished, which is going to happen, right? Because we know that from the present. All sorts of crazy stuff. So at least with the world building, the author's like, yeah, I've got a way to explain this. We just had to get to volume 30 before we could get into the meat of it. So it's like, all right. But in any case, I'm excited to start this venture and look at chapters 127 through 130. Hopefully, if we get time the rest of this month, I'll get to volume 32. But for the meantime, for right now, let's dive in and see what we get. And I don't know what my dog's doing, but we're going to start Seraph at the End, volume 31. And we're going to do that here in 3, 2, 1. The cover shows Mikaela, and I love this like golden light. It's very angelic. I also really like what the mangaka has done by having the like the bright blue eyes there, but then you look over and there's Yu's little homunculus and it's like black. Your eyesight instantly draws to it. It's really, really smart. I'm also looking at these chapters on the Viz app, so I've been a member of that for a while, so might as well use my subscription for something. So meanwhile, going back, Yu and Mika have been like eating all this food and getting reserves so they can keep going back in the past. So I'm glad we touched back on this. It always gets too bad to ignore right when things are getting good. I guess visiting the past isn't all that easy. I'm like, oh, Yu. Oh, that cola topped off my tummy. Time to go back to Mika. I hope I'll be in time. It's like, yeah, I just love the fact that we come back to like, they're just eating food and going back in the past, like mental time travel. At least the author hasn't forgotten about the gimmick. Okay, guess what, Yu? Father says we're going on a picnic. Yeah, can't wait. And he wants them to come with us. I love the homunculus with the eye and then see somebody coming. Which, is it? Oh, it's Saito. Okay, yeah, so Saito is Bale. Or no, Saito is Paimon. Yeah. Okay, so I had them switched up. Oh no. And he's gonna kill Mikaela. Oh shit. Oh, but then the homunculus. Oh. No, why are you doing this? Ooh. Go. Oh, that's interesting. Make that little like blood. Ooh, that little like blood disc. Interesting. And then they have the Tower of Babel coming up from the mountains. Oh! Oh no! Well, that's not good. Uh-oh. Siku's gonna notice that. Crap. Uh-huh. Paimon, yeah, and there's Erd, who is Bale in this timeline. Yeah, we saw all the demons that were angels back then. Angel Mika's got power. The king's child for you. Yeah, Shiku Madu is the king of Earth in this scenario of their little satellite kingdom. Why are you trying to kill me? Oh my gosh. Like, what do we do? Ah! The only thing about Viz is that sometimes the app gets a little bit touchy. Come on, give me the right page. I love the artwork. Like, I do love Seraph at the End and how it's drawn. It always looks so good. Come on, what are we doing? Ugh, this app, I swear. Show me the pages. Okay. Sometimes it gets a little bit ahead of itself and you gotta like, there we go. Okay. You're far too strong for someone born so recently. Let you live and God will definitely notice you eventually. Mm-hmm. You're one of Father's closest guards. Paimon, that's your name. You're the angel Father's always praising. Why would you do something like this? The next blow has to finish this. Just so you know, I'm stronger than you. I've gone easy this whole time. You'll never touch me with that knife. We both know that. That's why I'm asking why you'd even try to do this. Next, you're going to try a suicide attack, right? But I'll resist it and you really will die. And of course, Paimon's like, fine, as long as I can kill you, that's fine. Oh my gosh, but why? For the king. Well, what do you mean by that? Your existence is forbidden. If God discovers you, the king will be punished. And Mikaela didn't know this, but did the king say he would cure your illness? That's also forbidden. The king creating you in the first place is forbidden. He said he'd cure my illness, but that's forbidden too. All of this is taboo. But Father said it can be cured. Well, perhaps it can, but the day it is will be the king's final day. God will punish him, and it will be far worse than simple death. But Father said we're going to go on a picnic. Lies. He intends to fall to hell by himself. But he said he'd always be with me. All lies. The king plans to take God's punishment on his shoulders alone to protect you. I won't let that happen. I'll protect him from you. I have to. Yeah, this is all very similar to Gurren taking and shouldering all of the burden to keep them all safe. Even back then, he knew he would have punishment for it, but I don't think he was expecting punishment like Shiku Madu was, but still, it's a very similar vibe. But the idea that they're just supposed to... Shiku didn't want to just let things be as they were. I have to do this because I'm the servant he loves the most. Oh, no. And of course, going back to Saito, who has such a twisted relationship with him. Oh, my God. And they both say they're both using light as their weapon. I don't want to die. I'm scared. Oh, shoot. Oh, my God. And then he just blew off half of Saito. Oh, my God. But was that Mikaela? Oh. It was Mikaela. Oh, I'm so sorry. I can't touch you. What do I do? I have to call Father. No, don't. If he sees this, it will hurt him. Well, we can't worry about that now. I have an idea. You've no need to feel bad about what happened. I knew from the start that I stood no chance. Do you see these ugly black wings? The illness has advanced. I was doomed to die soon anyway. But the king wouldn't give up on me so easily, so surely he'd try to save me, and if he did, that would be the end for him. Well, what am I supposed to do? Tell me, king's child, how do I prove my love for the king? All I want is to protect him. Well, I don't know that answer. Do you like your dad? I don't like where this is headed. Do you love him from the bottom of your heart? Well, yes, of course. That's all I wanted to hear. You and I are the same. So he killed himself? Well, what do we do with that? What does he do with that? Yeah. And then his sickness too. Well, my existence makes lots of problems for him. Isn't that what you said, Paimon? So was he expecting him to kill himself as well and it'd be like a double suicide? Well, now what do I do? He's in trouble and it's my fault. And Yu's like, don't do it. Yeah, don't do it. I can't find the courage to do it. But I love you a whole lot too. Well, hell! They just made this worse! No! No! Oh my God. So, the thing about it is, from what we know from where the story goes to from here, they both were like, well, we'll just kill each other and then he won't get in trouble. And it's like, you know how hardcore he is about saving you both? Do you not think he's going to try to do the unthinkable, thinking both of you are dead? Of course he is. So it's like they just accelerated this whole thing and probably made it worse. Why? Oh my God. Oh my God. Ah! Anyway. What do we do? It was suicide. Things couldn't have gone worse. The Wings of Icarus. Oh, I do love the chapter titles. They're all really good. Oh my god, and of course, Erd's gonna be like, why did you do this? These two lovers. I love that Mika in the present has like his little cat ears. Did he end his own life? But yeah, then he's like, God's not gonna forgive suicide. His soul is, don't say it. Yeah. It's like, what? Like, did he do it because he thought he'd be in hell with Siku if this happened? He wished more than anything to see you return to God's side. I'm sure I needn't tell you, but all happens in accordance with God's plan, which means this is another trial. Are you going to tell me I have to accept this and just roll over and take it? All of this, every horrible thing? To be punished for arrogance while only partway to your goal, I won't accept this, and I don't feel arrogant in the least. All I feel right now is despair, exhaustion, and helplessness. We really took like this religious turn with this series, which is crazy. But yeah, he's basically like, well, I don't want to, this is not worth it. Why go on living after enduring this? Yeah, what's the point? Over half of the angels have succumbed to the disease already. How is it paradise if the only way to get there is abandoning them? And then he gets infected as well. Well, hell. Make your way to paradise. He's like, you expect me to go without all of you? Just fall over and die here? Oh my gosh. So he's going to kill himself so he can be with... It's so Romeo and Juliet. He's going to kill himself so he can be with Paimon? Of course he is. I wanted nothing from you, your majesty. Yeah, he's like... If you want nothing, what do you want? Oh my god! Of course he wants to be with Saito! Oh! What I want is forever beyond me now, so I'll simply wait. Oh, well, they're together now, so what? Oh my god. So this had better come through and be a thing in the present timeline, because these two loving each other in the past, it needs to come back and be a present timeline thing. And Mika and you need to be like, hey, you guys were kind of gay for each other back in the past. Is that still a thing? I need this to happen. To see through God's plan, whatever happens, to aid your resistance. I'm not as strong as everyone thinks I am. Do as you please, your majesty. I'll support you in whatever decisions you make, and who knows, perhaps this is all still part of God's plan. I don't know. There was a lot of free will involved in this chapter. What am I supposed to do, Mikaela? Not long after, Baal committed suicide. And all these angels that have all fallen. He said it was so his soul would be in the same place as Paimon's. But suicide is a grave sin. By committing it, both were cursed to be forever bound to this place, here in this hell. Well, and then he's going to make all of them vampires. And then since they're in hell, they're already demons. It's all coming together, right? It's all coming together. The tower holds the necessary power to return us to paradise. But so many have died. What's the point in returning without them? Yeah, and all of these are demons from the past, angels from the past. What are you saying? Haven't we worked for tens of thousands of years just to reach this day? Yeah. Let's return, your majesty. If just for the sake of the fallen, let us be the first ones to return to paradise. Ooh. Yes, you're right. We'll return tomorrow. But are they going to return tomorrow? The source of God's power and angels' life is light, and light can make miracles happen. For so long. I wonder how they got away from it all. We angels worked tirelessly, desperately, collecting the light we needed into the Tower of Babel. the light to return home, the light to return to God's side and to return to paradise. But because all light is God's power, we angels can't create miracles as we wish. If we do anything taboo, we will be punished. Three taboos are graver than all the rest: resurrection, apothanasia, and creation. We mustn't use the miracle of light to bring back a life from death, or to extend a life beyond its natural limit, or to create life where one once was none. But I found a secret, a terrible one, that let me use light without God's notice. Of course you did. Of course you did. Oh. So resurrecting, we've done that in this series. Extending a life beyond its natural limits, well, that's making them into demons or swords or etc. We've done that. And to create a life where there was none, well, that's Mikaela. So we've done all of these things. I ran experiments testing what miracles I could perform unnoticed. And then I attempted the miracle of creation, birthing Mikaela. I made an angel without God's knowledge. The miracle succeeded and I wasn't punished. But have you forgiven me, God, or are you testing the limits of my arrogance? Or perhaps are you not even bothering to watch? If you won't grace me with an answer, then I'll do it. I'll use Babel's light for my own purpose. Oh no! First I'll resurrect Mikaela. I've collected enough light to resurrect and extend the lives of all angels, concentrating it into 7 keys that Mikaela holds. The power will bring them all back, and then we'll all return to paradise alive and well, understood? I won't go back alone. We'll all go back together. You never graced me with a response. All right, then. Light, hide from God's sight and become darkness. Oh my gosh! So yes, this is the whole thing with the vampires, like how it all started. Yep, all the dots are connecting. Yes. I'm going to resurrect Mikaela and bring everyone back. And I'll take all the light in Babel and convert it into darkness. Well, shit, but it's like, you said they were all going back. How are they going to go back if you use all the light? Oh my God. What's happening? Oh my God. And you, like, transferring it all to darkness. Still no punishment. Then you permit this, or have I hidden it from you that thoroughly? Which is it? Oh, meanwhile, there's all the angels. Oh no, and the trumpet sounding. What is this, like, rift in the universe? What is this? Maybe he heard. Maybe he got heard, and that was a bad thing. It's no good. Oh my God, and it went right through you. Oh no, well shit. Oh my God. A taboo has been detected. The first vampire. Oh my God, yes! Taboo has been broken. Dispensing punishment. Oh my God. What is that? What do they mean by punishment? We aren't going back to paradise? Majesty, what did you do? Everyone, I'm sorry. Yeah, you were like, oh, you flew too close to the sun, Icarus. That's what it was. It's like, oh, I'm fine. Everything's great. Nope. That was a bad idea. Oh shit, who's this? Oh! Shiku Madu, why did you stray from the way? God was waiting for you. They looked forward to your return more than many others. Yet you stooped to personal desire and condemned your followers to hell. Just punish me, it was just me. This is the end of Earth 2. Damn! It's like he's like the angel, Archangel Michael, like coming down. Or Gabriel. Oh my god, that is terrifying. So yeah, no, was listening. Not good. Oh my gosh. Amon, yeah. Go to His Majesty. If His Majesty can be saved, oh my god. Are they all going to be resurrected as vampires after this? What did you do to my angels? I did nothing. You did this. Creation, resurrection, apothanasia, all are forbidden acts. The mere thought of them leads to want to lose one's gratitude for life and causes one's soul to rot. Or what? Did you think you'd become a god? Hubris. I was the only one that sinned. Please don't take their lives. Just taking their lives is insufficient. All of them will also have their souls chained to hell for eternity. God has turned their back on you and will not turn their eyes upon you again. Oh, and one more thing. I permitted one to survive, one that will impress on you the severity of your sins. Amon, do you see this is the truth of your sin? Oh my god! Oh shit! Have all the angels been destroyed? They all are eliminated and their souls are bound to this planet. So that's why they keep getting resurrected, because their souls are stuck here. They can't ever leave. They're bound to the planet, so they have to keep getting resurrected, even if they're vampires or demons or whatever. Oh my god. Kill me, I long for oblivion. Oh, you noticed already? You can't die. You will suffer for eternity. Burned to death by the light, only to be reborn over and over. You are now an undead. That is your punishment for attempting resurrection. You'll burn in your guilt forever, trapped on this empty planet. Come everyone, let's return to paradise. It's so easy for them. Tell God for me, no. The words of a sinner don't reach God's ears. Well, damn! Gabriel here is pretty terrifying. Wow. So there we go. You done goofed, and now you have to stay on this planet forever. Oh. Is this really going to go on for eternity? Oh my god. Him just burning alive. A millennia passed. Oh my god. And of course, he would just come to despise everything that had happened to him. Tens of thousands of years passed, and yet I didn't die. Wow, and then time moves and everything grows back. How much time passed after that, I don't know. At first, I cursed God's name. Then I screamed apologies to the souls of all my followers. After that, came acceptance. I resigned myself to eternity alone with my sin. But when I accepted what I'd done, something strange happened. My eyes began to clear, and I saw ways to take advantage of my punishment. The darkness would protect me from the light. Okay, and there we are. Oh my gosh. And there it is. Wow. You saw everything. Of course, the homunculus wouldn't be affected because it wasn't an angel. The last time I failed, I'll have to be better about it this time, and I'll bring everyone back. Oh my God! Well, at this point, they've all left you, and it's like, when you don't, that explains the trumpets, it explains everything. But Babel's fallen, I don't have to collect, and I don't have it to collect light for me. Even if I did, the light no longer responds to me. I can't touch it. But now I've become a cursed undead. How do I go about collecting the power I need for resurrection now? And he kept Mikaela. Exactly. I suffused Mikaela with enough light to revive everyone, condensing it into 7 keys, which we've seen some of the keys now. But he's dead now. I have to resurrect him as an angel. How do I do that, though? I think the best way is for us to copy God, as they made angels to collect light. Oh my God, we too will create cursed dolls of mud to collect darkness. As I thought as much, I'm not permitted to create angels, but I am permitted to create humans. Oh, where am I? This place is huge. Wait, I popped out. Is that the first me? Well, is it? I'm confused. I can't tell who's who anymore. Well, then which one am I? And which one am I? I mean, that does look like the first you, but it probably has Mikaela's personality. Well, one of the two of us has to be here. This wouldn't be our memories otherwise. Oh. Oh my God, it just sped out all these humans. Like, isn't that a girl? Oh. Oh my God. There's bunches of them being born. Make these humans greedy you. Make them ephemeral, melancholy, strong. Put in them the souls of the dead angels. Oh. Make them breed and prosper. I need more so I can collect all the darkness I possibly can. And bring me the souls of the angels who fall into hell. Oh my God. So basically in this story, all of humanity came from Shiku Madu and Yu creating all of them. Oh my gosh. And that one is like you. Is that, he's like, is that me? Probably. The first hasn't noticed, yeah. You're Mika, huh? How come you're sleeping? You're dead. What does that mean? It means you can't play with me. I don't like that. How is he talking to them? I don't get it. I don't either. Are you sure you don't, though? If this is your memory, you should remember hearing what he said. This is my memory? Well, I don't hear anything. I think something's in the way, but I don't know what. Well, come on, so remember it now. Really? I know what you want. Well, hurry, he's about to say something big. You've got to remember. You want to put your soul into me. And then you'll be me and save your dad. We'll save them both together. Which is exactly like having the soul of Mika in you in the current timeline. Uh-huh. I'm Mikaela. Yeah, okay. That all makes sense now. Shit. Okay. So he's Mikaela. That's why Shiku Madu wants him, but doesn't. Oh my God. Wow. Okay. Oh, well, hell. I'm glad we got one more chapter. Oh my God. The light which remains. I'm Mikaela. He's him. So you just spat him out and Mikaela put his soul in him. Then who are you? Yes. And Mikaela's like, I'm just a copy. Oh my God. But he looks like him. Okay, he's like, well, I'm Mikaela, but then who are you? And Saito and Erd. So all this time, all of the angels and demons, the demons and the vampires have all been angels that were resurrected, and everyone on Earth basically has the ability to draw out a former angel that was inside of them, which is what creates the weapons and the swords and all that. So, okay, that all of that world building is making sense now. All of it's making sense now. It just took us this time to get here. Then if this is true, and he's finding out the same time they are, you spent all these eons fighting all by yourself. Oh, and that's the two of them. Uh-huh. Well, hi, mister. Who are you? Let's go see the others. And there's Saito and Erd, yeah. They don't remember their lives as angels. But that's for the better. It's better if they don't. And Saito's like, well, who are you to make that judgment, sir? And you're still fighting for us even now. Without their memories, they might be able to find happiness in this hell. Human lives are short. You've been here struggling, and my plan doesn't have a high chance of success. All by yourself this whole time. But I'm not going to give up on everyone. I'll resurrect them all. Wow. So, yeah. The idea that Shiku Madu is just this tragic figure that played Icarus and was punished severely for it and was like, I'll just keep trying what I've been doing because that's all I know how to do at this point. I'll just keep trying to resurrect them and do what I need to do. And even if I have to try over and over and over again, they'll just keep cycling and maybe they'll just live on this planet and not have a problem. And they won't remember anything. Oh. I don't remember any of this, but I'm crying. Do I still have my angel memories somewhere? Probably. And then that's supposed to be Mikaela, right? You come here quietly. Oh. Father's really smart. If he finds out I'm Mika, he'll instantly try to protect me no matter what. But I can't get my plan to work if I'm stuck getting coddled. What should we do, you? We'll have to lie to make sure he doesn't find out. And to be extra sure he doesn't, I need to find someone else to be Mika in my place. Oh my god, they just did a switcheroo of Freaky Friday! That's not what you said before. Remember, you promised you'd stay with me and protect me your whole life. Are you just going to abandon me? Yeah, you won't ever abandon me, right? We're best friends. Then let's do this together. We'll connect our two souls together. Together, you and Mika will be one. Oh my god, they're literally bound together as soulmates. Shut up. This will be super hard, though. We have to go against Father, after all, and he's really, really smart. We're going to have to get serious if we want to get the better of him. Next, I'll forget I'm Mika, and I'll become you completely, and you do the same. Forget everything as now, and you're Mikaela. Yeah, they just swapped, basically. As long as you're convincing Mikaela, Father won't ever succeed in resurrecting me. Not when my soul is really here over in this body. Mika, no matter how many eons it takes, no matter how many generations we go through, in the end we'll save everybody. It'll be the two of us as a team. Uh-huh. Okay. Jump in my body, Mika. Then take the 7 lights inside me and send them flying far out into the world where Father can't reach them. That way it'll be even longer before he tries to resurrect me. He basically set this whole thing up! Erase my memories. I am you. I am you. Oh my god. Wow. I'll see you, Mika. Even if I forget everything, even if I die countless times, I promise I'll collect all of you. You. Shut up! No! And he had one of them, so he got one of the keys. What did you do? I created you. It has no free will. Then what was that? What happened? I should be the only one here with any independent will. You there. Show me your memories. Oh. No memories at all. Oh my god, he killed him all over again. Oh my god. Human bodies are truly, horribly fragile. Is this also my punishment? The way forward is rockier than I anticipated. These human dolls can barely survive a mere 100 years. How much darkness can they gather in that short time? How many repetitions will it take? This will be a long battle. Weird. For some reason, I have this feeling there's something I need to do. Now I get it. I'm starting to remember, which means I found you, Mika. Yep. I got found. Took you long enough. I didn't have any of my memories, thanks. Do you? Nope, I don't have any of mine either. But I think that if I did, I wouldn't be able to bear it. This has taken so long, I would have given in to despair. Yeah, the vampires will live for a really long time, and they seem to hate it. Yeah, Cruel looks like she's suffered a lot. What's it mean to live then? Are we all just going to die anyway, then forget? Yeah. Well, then what's the point to living? Why bother bringing everyone back to life? Why am I trying so hard to turn you back into a human? You're really bringing that up now? Besides, I already gave you my answer to that. Well, what was it again? Let's both run away somewhere. We'll go into hiding, live a quiet, peaceful life, and then we'll die together. No matter which way I looked at things, that was the only visible answer I could see, or the only viable one. Oh yeah, that running away thing. You said I can't change anything no matter how hard I work. So why bother working at all? Even if I did run away somewhere and die quietly, would that make you happy? I guess. You can't hold out for much longer though, right? The rate things are going, you'll turn into a full demon. Oh, you noticed? I noticed. What'll happen when you're a full demon? Will you possess me or will you try to leave? I bet you'll just try to leave. Why, you noticed that too? You think I'll let that happen? Akane and the kids are still dead too. Can you really just give up and say, we're done and walk? In the end, the only thing we can say is that we don't remember clearly. The us we saw way back then isn't really us. Yeah. We're who we are now. That's it. I'm not going to give up on you. I'm not giving up on Akane and the kids either. I want to save Gurren and the others from what they're suffering under too. And, well, this isn't, that's kind of a lot. I don't get what happened to us, to the old us, or what goes on after we die and all that. But if the us we are today die, we're dead. True. So we can't afford to die. Well, yeah, thank you for confirming the obvious. So basically, we now know this is a super hard game where we'll have to fight angel bosses and god bosses. And we're just weak humans who keel over and die like nothing. But despite that, we're going to find some way to make it work and win. And that's it, right? Basically, in summary, we try hard, the end. All that talking, you just circled back to the same conclusion. Well, yeah. We went to the past looking for info to help us win, not to get away. True. And I'm not letting you get away until we die. I guess so. So, now we know the rules of the game. If we know the game, we can make the rules. We're not players anymore. We're the game designers. Well, that sounds like it's a pretty dumb game. Mika, who's going to win in the end? Well, us, of course. Right, let's do this. We're going to get the 7 sinful keys and do whatever it takes to do it. Okay, so they can get Mika to come back if they get the 7 keys, right? That's established. And all of this idea of gathering darkness, of everything involving the vampires, the demons, all of this is to gather darkness to basically do this nega version of gathering the light that he was talking about from back at the Tower of Babel. All this is making a lot more sense. 8 years prior, Sanguinem, the underground city. The first wants to make a Mikaela. What is that, I wonder? Who is it if the first couldn't become it? I wasn't compatible either. So what in the world is this Mikaela? Uh-huh. Now I can rifle through their memories. Where'd they put it? Oh. What little cuties. Have you looked into their memories? I was just about to. Of course Gurren is connected to all of this. Of course he is, because they've been working together. Of course. I can't remember, is Gurren like, is he supposed to be like the resurrected Amon, or is that one of the other demon or angels? Gurren's hair looks different in there, in that shot, but it's from the past. Damn it. Damn it! Why is that the end? No! No! Ah! So, yeah, of course, Mika and Yu together, and then there's the two. Yep. So does Gurren know, and did he know? Did they all know that these were the two ones that were Yu and Mika? But their memories had been altered and erased, so that's not necessarily the case. But damn it! Well, you know, Seraph of the End has been very, very bonkers in terms of getting down the world building. And it's a vampire story, but I've been waiting for the world building to kind of finally get an explanation, and for Shiku Madu to get some backstory as to why he's doing all of this and why go through all this trouble. Well, now it all makes sense. So the question is, what is Yu and Mika going to do to change everything? Because they're like, well, the same cycles keep repeating over and over again, but now we've figured out what all this has been. So we just got to stay alive long enough to figure out how to change this and alter the trajectory of all of this. Now, how that is going to change souls bound to hell by literally God, I don't know. I don't know if that one Gabriel-like angel is going to have to come back at some point. I don't know. But I do like that Yu is always like, look, we're gonna do this our way, and we're not just gonna settle for the easy way out. Because Mika was like, we could just take the easy way out and run away. Also, at this point in the story, with the understanding that Yu and Mika are literally yin and yang, they are literally two sides of the same coin. They are literally soulmates bound by a red string of fate. The way that this story explained humanity just being Shiku Madu trying to make little vessels to carry darkness and just repopulate and just keep on. He's basically growing mushrooms on Earth is basically the human race to him. In that case, I cannot see this story having a traditional shonen romantic ending. I just can't. I know in previous volumes they've been like, oh, well, the one girl, her and you are going to get together in the end. And I was like, I just don't see it, because I feel like the mangaka is saying it's going to be Yu and Mika together forever till the end, or they're both going to die one way or another. But I just can't see like the shonen ending where Yu becomes like a parent with her, with Hiragi, and that's it. You know, I don't see that happening. And it would feel very, this story has done such a good job of going away from the shonen grain and being its own weirdness that I just can't see it adopting that very heteronormative shonen ending. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But it's given us enough storylines that it's like, no, that we'll just have to wait and see, right? Which, you know, Gurren gets the heteronormative storyline. We'll let him have that. So I definitely want to get to volume 32 this month, especially with this cliffhanger, but it'll probably be towards the end of the month by the time I get to it. So we'll just have to see. We'll have to see with my other reactions where I get to. But in any case, I'm excited to hear your comments down below. I'm excited. I hope you all have a wonderful week. Please stay safe, take care, and yeah, I'm excited to see what's going to happen, hopefully very soon, with Volume 32 of Seraph of the End. Bye!